how do we control addiction? You do the work. You do the work. You deal with the underlying issues. You deal with the underlying trauma. You deal with the underlying resentment that you perhaps feel to a parent or a maternal figure or an authority figure that perhaps triggered you or created the environments. Because if there's any resentment or any hate or any angst that you're experiencing or that you're holding on to, then that shit's just poison. And so for me, I'm very much someone who is an advocate of developing levels of awareness so that you know where your addictions are. Because, by the way, addiction to me, although it's a neurological condition, to me it's a spectrum. And everybody, every single one of you, regardless of your situation or where you think you are, is on the spectrum. The question is, at what level are you on the spectrum? So people who have experienced severe abuse, severe neglect, severe trauma, they'll be, in most cases, high on the spectrum as their brain develops in different ways, and they'll be, in most cases, really heavy, hardcore drug users. Whereas perhaps some people only experience mild levels of trauma or mild levels of neglect or mild levels of attunement. And so their addictions might be rooted in certain processes or certain behaviours like shopping or sex or even just maybe 2 glasses of wine every night. Because, by the way, 2 glasses of wine every night is enough to get you mildly intoxicated. But if you need to have 2 glasses of wine every night and when you don't, you get a little bit grumpy, then there's an underlying level of addiction there. Behavioural addictions, but anger is an addiction. Being in love is an addiction. There are so many these mild addictions and social addictions that we in our culture consider to just be normal behaviours, but they're actually addiction spectrum related behaviours. But the base answer to the question is do the work. Work on you, work on the issues, work on your triggers, the stuff that pisses you off, work on that, because therein lies the key to your freedom.